deserved. And up next, the next match we have is the World Heavyweight Championship. Batista versus The Undertaker. Chris, what do you think about this one?
As far as what type of match it is, we don't know yet because it haven't been announced, but we know they will be fighting. My guess that this match will more than likely be the main event match at the pay-per-view. Undertaker, he's getting old. His knees are very bad. Batista's coming off an injury, so I don't believe Batista will do too much in the ring to re-aggravate an injury. Undertaker will do just enough to where he won't get injured. And I guess just using the Undertaker name will be a big draw. Batista, he's really gone over as a pretty good heel. I see this match being very, very slow and steady, just drawn out. Should take no more than probably 20, 30 good minute match. But as far as this match, I don't feel it should be the main event personally, but more than likely it will just because of the Undertaker name. So that's I don't know. I really don't want to see this match, to tell you the truth. It's not that good to me. We saw it at WrestleMania. The WrestleMania match wasn't that good. We all knew Undertaker was going to win because it was at WrestleMania. But I really feel that Undertaker probably will still hold on to the title after this match is over.
The Undertaker, was attacked by Batista recently on SmackDown. And, Batista was, using a chair, repeated shots. And I just remember when The Undertaker was just grasping onto the ropes, just struggling to get up. And Batista took that chair and just struck him. And I'm thinking to myself, they don't have a chair match on the card. So potentially, it could be between those two in a chair match. It would be pretty good. So the final match, so far on the card for WWE TLC is a ladder match for the ECW Championship. Christian, the champion, versus Shelton Benjamin. Chris.
This match, to me, will be the match of the night. It has the potential to be the match of the night and one of the best matches of the year. Shelton Benjamin, we all know how he is in Money in the Bank ladder matches, doing the most athletic moves with the ladders, coming off of them, jumping. But I really feel that more than just ladders will be used in this match, but we all know since it's been a ladder match, you just got to climb the ladder to get the title. As far as Christian, we know him as far as his early days with Edge and the TLC matches with the Dudley Boys and the Hardys. So I really feel that they have the potential to have the best match at the pay-per-view and one of the top 5 matches of the year. If all goes as well and if they get enough pay-per-view time to put on their match.
You're exactly right, Chris. With this one, you have to think back when Christian was teaming with Edge in that WrestleMania match against the Dudleys and the Hardy Boys. That was one of the most memorable and destructive matches of all time. And then when you keep those 3 teams together and you brought in Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit on SmackDown one time, and they fought that TLC match, it was just something to behold. Those bodies, trying to get those tag titles. But then you have to remember, Shelton Benjamin was in the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match, and he was in the most recent one here at WrestleMania 25. Shelton Benjamin knows ladders. Believe me, he is. When it comes to walking up those ladders like it's nothing, that's the person you got to look forward to. Shelton Benjamin, plus his his God-given ability in the ring as well. Honestly, he's my pick to win the ECW championship.
I think Shelton Benjamin's finally getting that pushback again, but I don't think they'll throw the title on so quick, so fast. I really feel that Christian will hold on to the title, and hopefully he does, and that builds up an even bigger rivalry going towards the Royal Rumble so that they will continue that rivalry, because I don't want the rivalry to die down and then just Shelton Benjamin just be another entrant into the Royal Rumble where he just gets lost among all the rest of them.
Well, the last time they had the Royal Rumble, well, it wasn't the last time, but one Royal Rumble in particular, you know, you had, you know, the 3 world champions. Chavo was actually the ECW champion at the time, Chavo Guerrero, yet he was an entrant in the Royal Rumble, which really confused me because I think the year before that, or a few years earlier, Bobby Lashley was the ECW champion, but he did not participate in the Royal Rumble.
No, he didn't.
In fact, I believe
that's the Royal Rumble we went to, 2007, when he fought Test.
2007 Royal Rumble, you know, he
Antonio.
fought Test, San Antonio, rest in peace, Test.
Yes.
Up next now, we will talk about, last topic, you know, favorite wrestlers that are not yet in the WWE Hall of Fame. JB.
Well, like, one of my favorite wrestlers, he's already in there, Stone Cold. Y'all already know that. Now, growing up, I used to watch Eddie Guerrero. I mean, he, like, rest in peace, Eddie. I mean, he, far he got me, like, he kept me in the wrestling, like, man, with the frog splash. I mean, come on, that was like one of the most unique moves that you could possibly do. Another wrestler, I'd say Chris Benoit. I don't know if that was like one of your favorites, but yeah, I watched a lot of Chris Benoit. What about you, man?
Well, one of my favorite wrestlers that's not in the Hall of Fame just yet is the one and only Jake the Snake Roberts. When you talk about, you know, moments that, you know, in a career, you know, within the WWE, well, back then the WWF, now WWE, you know, Jake the Snake, you know, he pulled him off. You know, there were times where, you know, he, you know, when he had that cobra and that cobra bit the Macho Man while he was tied to the ropes, it just had a vice grip on him too. And then that one time where he just kept DDTing him as well. And then, you know, his classic encounter with the $1 Million Man. You know, Jake the Snake, man, I consider Jake the Snake, you know, along, you know, with Mr. Perfect, to be like one of the greatest wrestlers never to win the WWE Championship. Chris?
I completely agree. I think Jake the Snake does need to get inducted into the Hall of Fame, as does the Macho Man Randy Savage. I believe as long as he's up there with Hulk Hogan when back in the late 80s, early 90s, when WWF back then was really up there. And my favorite wrestler of all time, Ultimate Warrior. There's been a lot of talk about him might be able to be inducted simply just because WrestleMania will be in Arizona and he lives in Arizona, which I feel that shouldn't be the reason to induct him. He should be inducted because he deserves to, not just because he lives near there. I mean, Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man, they do have a bad relationship with Vince McMahon. So that will be a cause for concern. But as far as inductees, I feel that more than likely, Jake the Snake, Macho Man, and Ultimate Warrior should be inducted into the Hall of Fame. If not this year, within the next 2 years.
All right. As mentioned, you know, Chris and I will be in the San Antonio area for WWE TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs on December the 13th. And, you know, we will have these with us. So, you know, if you watch this, you see us, you know, in San Antonio, hey, come up, say hey. You know, but, you know, this was the range for this week, you know, for Cleveland Spears, Flip Cuffs. I hope I got it right this time. J.B. Brown, you know, the Honorable Chris Gallen, and the World Heavyweight Champion, yours truly, Brandon Brown. This was the range. We'll see you later.